I see you, bro. Hey, he can't do it. What are you saying? Right. Right. Got on this one.
Hey, we stood in here an hour and a half ago at halftime. It was 21-all. And we challenge you guys as a staff to go be who you are. Go be who you are on defense. Be physical, fight. Unbelievable. Defensive line, a hell of a job. We're down 2 guys on the defensive line. We're playing with 5. We're playing with 5. We battled our ass off. Hell of a job. Hell of a job for you guys. Good time. Offense, we've said it from day one. We're the only people that can beat ourselves. Okay, eliminate those pre-snap penalties, go be who we are. Run the football, throw the football, attack their ass over and over and over again. It was big time. Hell of a job, ladies and gentlemen. Special teams continues to get it done. It was a team effort, guys. Everybody's got a piece of it. Everybody's got a piece of it. It started back when we started the week of practice. The focus and the edge we had, whatever distraction that might have happened to our football team, we locked in on the men in the room. We locked in the work we needed to do. Focus and edge. Focus and edge, focus and edge. Okay, it's going to serve us well going forward. Hell of a job. Bring it on in here. Yeah. It's Dallas Cowboys on 3. Make it loud. 1, 2, 3. Dallas Cowboys.
How long have you been working on that?
We've been working on it for, I think all year. Well, completed. I was like, yeah, I'm talking about.
So you got a pretty good left arm there. Think maybe the Rangers might call you to see.
Come on back. None whatsoever. None. Because the last time we ran the play in practice, it was incomplete. And I was like, man, this might get thrown out, but we made it happen.
What's the last touchdown pass you've thrown?
High school.
Against who, you remember?
I don't remember. Probably Conroe. I want to say Conroe. Conroe Oak Ridge.
Senior year?
Senior year.
Completed the pass?
Completed it. Touchdown.
What did you think of it throwing up the next to
Man, he told me he was going to do it. That was one of the best feelings because I look up to Whit and it's just crazy. I got to complete a pass to him. That's the Hall of Famer. And I just thought that was pretty cool. That's one of those moments that's going to forever be with me.
A couple weeks back, Cole threw a pass, and you were kind of campaigning like, I should be the one throwing up balls.
Hey, but Cole is the ex-quarterback.
Well, yeah, no, he can throw
so, yeah,
You're the first one since David Patton in 2001 to have 2 touchdown catches and throw a touchdown pass. How cool is that to be able to do both of those?
that is pretty cool, to, have 2 touchdown passes and throw one. Yeah, that's cool.
Which catch do you like better?
I don't care.
First
touchdown.
That was the better.
Oh, man. I just play ball.
As Jerry just said, he expects next week to be a single mindset when you guys are
Yeah.
Nothing changes going forward against it?
From what I know now, nothing's going to change. Our philosophy is, we're a physical football team, man. We love to have our edge, and we're gonna do whatever Coach Garrett tell us to do. That's how it's been this whole entire year. A lot of credit go out to Coach Garrett. How he's been handling us. He's really the coach of the year.
Do you believe you established momentum in December going into the playoffs?
Well, you can, and we just want to play ball. We just want to be the best we possibly can be, and I think as long as we stay together like we've been doing this whole time, we got a good chance.
There's obviously nobody's wishing this on anybody. When you see something like what happened with Carr, what happened with Murray, does that concern you at all, given that these games don't really help you much?
I don't know. It's football. Those things happen. I hate that happened to him. I'm a huge fan of Carr and a huge fan of Mariota and Locke. And so, I hate that, it happened to him because those teams are going to need those guys heading to the playoffs. And, but for us, I think we just going to keep the same mindset. We can't focus on that. We got to play ball.
What's your reaction when you see that the defense is okay single covering you?
Hey, let's let them keep doing it. Let's let them keep doing it. Let's catch your P out 1 to 2.
What's it like on the sideline when you guys are up 42-21 on somebody?
Keep the pressure. It's pressure. We're excited, but at the same time, let's keep working. Let's keep working. Let's keep the pedal down, and I think that's what we've done.
It was a couple weeks ago that you guys were getting questions about this offense being inconsistent and having struggles. It was like a game and a half. And any message sent the last couple of weeks that everything's okay?
No, we just got to stop beating ourselves, and I think that's what we focus on. We don't worry about what somebody else is doing. We make sure the guys are right, at the start, and that's our focus.
In that first touchdown, can you take us through the play? What happened? What you saw? And
seeing the ball in there, that's what I saw. I got to get it, and when you get those opportunities, you just got to take advantage of them. Shout out to Dak. Shout out to Dak for that, and you got to take advantage of it. Hey Dak, look. You look. I seen you, Ed. Yeah.
What's your mindset when you obviously feel the pass interference and you know you're probably going to get the flag?
You still just need to continue out the play, try to get it.
Of course, why not? You just don't ease up on the play because you're gonna get a flag. You gotta play ball, you know.
There's a lot of stuff that goes into being a good receiver, but how much pride do you take in going and getting the ball?
I think that's my best attribute, you know, and just gotta take advantage of it when you sit in there.
You're
How long
throwing.
you lobby for the touchdown? How long you lobby for the years, months?
Well, we've been practicing it, and Coach Linehan, he just finally called it. It was so unexpected. You know, Dad come in the huddle, he just called it. I was like, what? You know, that's what I'm thinking in my head. You know, it was cuss words going everywhere. And I had to lock in, and, you know, that's what I did, and, you know, we executed the play.
Do you want to see that play again?
Yeah, of course. You know, we can switch it up a little bit. It's fine with me.
The waste of your arm talent. I mean, I've seen you in pretty good moments throwing 50, 60 yards. Why waste it on a 10-yard throw?
Hey, man, we scored. Yeah, we scored, you know.
When was the last time you threw a touchdown pass?
In high school, dropped a dime by 60 yards. Yeah.
Similar play, or what was that play like?
It was like, it was a smoke, and the backside receiver, he had ran like a deep cross, just dropped it right over the shoulder like that, John.
So was he wide open now?
Yeah, it was wide open. I led him, and
How would you say your touchdown pass compared to Donatari Poe's touchdown pass last night?
I didn't see it.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Faked the run and did kind of a Tim Tebow jump pass.
No, I didn't. You know,
146 pounds though.
I didn't see it. It probably was pretty cool. I got to check it out.
Have you seen a replay of the first one, your first catch tonight, the touchdown?
Mm-mm.
The one, you haven't seen a replay of it?
Yeah.
So, how would you feel it ranks among your touchdowns, just based on the play itself?
No.
Really? You don't think so?
No. Yeah, I think it was a pretty cool catch. I thought it was average.
One-handed, falling, bobbling touchdown catch.
I felt like I had better.
What's left for this offense to do? You guys.
We got to continue to keep doing what we're doing. We got to keep applying pressure. We got to keep our standards high, you know, and we got to stay together like we've been doing. You know, we don't need to change anything but get better. That's it.
You know, give it to the old Southpaw, 88, and gave old 82 a chance there. So it was a great one of those moments. You know, it was a great moment for he and I just to be able to be in that situation. You know, again, you know, not many people know he's left-handed. You know, and so it just worked out perfectly.
What was the moment like when you throw up the X, you guys together?
Yeah, I mean, Des is like a little brother to me. He really is, and I've told you guys before, you know, how proud I am of him and who he's become. And he had a great night. You know, some big catches. He and Dak are on the same page and really connecting. And that was a neat moment for us. I think he was excited when I threw up that X. You know, just a sign of respect. It's great when you have those moments. This is what you play for, and the relationships that you form, you know, while you're on this journey together.
How does your team get motivated when you guys have nothing really to play for other than pride? The other team has everything to play for, and then you come out and beat them 42-21.
Well, I think it just says a lot about the character of the team. I mean, we never really approached it that way. I can honestly say, you know, understanding the situation Thursday night when we won the division, we came back in Friday and we had a little moment to acknowledge what we achieved, and that was part of our goals. And then we went back to work. And so I think it really does, because it's a fair question, and you know, I think that's for everybody. But Coach Garrett said it, and I just think that's been our mentality all season, going back to, you know, training camp, when we went to training camp, and even prior to that, OTA is just the mindset of what we want to do, and I believe that. I said earlier in the week, I think, you know, you play with momentum. You go into the playoffs with momentum, and you know, beating a good team who's right there in the hunt for their division. I think that says a lot about our football team.
Now you have a chance to potentially have more wins in a season than any Cowboys team ever.
Yeah.
None have ever won 14. So I guess, does that matter a little bit?
Well, I mean, I think the most important thing here is that we continue to, you know, find our identity and play the way we've played all year. And so certainly that's an opportunity. There's been a lot of great teams in this organization. I mean, the greatest franchise in all sports. And so to have an opportunity to win 14 would be a heck of an accomplishment for us. And next one up, you know, I mean, that's been our mindset, and we'll go into the playoffs, get that bye, and, you know, it's we've committed ourselves these next 5 weeks. You know, it's just been a really neat season, and continue to work at it. And I think that to have that maturity and that approach has done us well, and a lot of people deserve credit for that.
Is that the best your offense has clicked since Pittsburgh, maybe Washington? It's been a couple weeks since you guys were that on.
Yeah, I think there's always areas to clean up, but I think we had our mind and our game planned how we were going to attack them, and they're good defense. They can create problems for you, and I really thought we stayed on track with that. We still have areas to clean up, but being able to run the ball, being efficient in the pass game, and you can't say enough about Zeke and his runs. I mean, he just finds ways. Guy's a war daddy. He really is, and to be able to play that way, and then to have high percentage completions in the pass game and play the way we've been playing. I mean, I think that's what we want to do. We want to be attacking offense in both the run and pass, but to stay in control and down the distance is when we're at our best, and I think that's what we did today.
You said this week it's important for December football to kind of play your best. Do you feel like that you took one step forward in that? And are there things that you can do next week to kind of further solidify that?
Yeah, there's always areas to clean up. I mean, there's a lot of things we have to clean up offensively, our pre-snap penalties. And so, yeah, I believe we can do that, and I do. I think momentum is real, and playing really good football this time of year says a lot about your team and gives you confidence with that. And so just to see our team do that against a really good football team, I'm proud to be in this locker room with these guys and to see the performance we had.
On top of all the team records, you're getting real close to passing Irvin for the franchise receiving yards.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you?
Well, that'll be a great honor for me. I mean, hopefully it's able to happen this year. I mean, it's just you play for a lot bigger things than that. And certainly over the course of my career, that's never been something that I've looked at or thought about. But, I mean, he was a great football player. But I think more importantly to me, the reason why it is so special to have that opportunity to potentially pass him is just, everything I heard. I mean, he was a leader. He was the hardest working guy, and approached Tuesday in April the same way he approached that a Sunday in November. And that's certainly the way I've tried to approach my career. And I mean, he was a playmaker, and so to have that opportunity, and it's something that'll be a huge honor for me. And but it's just you try to approach the game the right way. And I learned early on when I came into this organization that's what he did, and he did it for a long time that way. And so that'll be a special moment.
You talk about records and individual records. Do you have to say anything to Zeke, or do you feel like you should? About him going to Eric Dickerson record. Obviously, that would mean a lot to him, but it's also a team goal.
Yeah, I think he has a clear understanding. I mean, there are a lot of expectations when you draft a kid with the fourth pick and with this offense. But I can honestly say, as a guy that's sat in the room every single day and watched him over the course of the last 5 months, I mean, he's exceeded all those expectations. I mean, he's an unbelievable player. He studies it, he works at it. I mean, he has all those tools, I mean, gosh, you can't really worry about those things. They come and they go, and records are going to be meant to be broken. And for my share of records, I know that's something I look at and say, this moment that we're in now, being 13-2, is far greater than any one individual accomplishment. And he'll have a lot of success over his career. He'll have a lot of opportunities to get those records. And I mean, if the guy's not one of the top MVP candidates, I don't know who he is, And so his body of work speaks for itself, and he has to understand that, and I think he does. I mean, he's the ultimate team guy in a lot of ways. I mean, just the way he approaches it, he's always congratulating the linemen, and I'm just proud of him. It's hard to come in and play as well as he has, and it's a group effort certainly, but I mean, he deserves a lot of credit himself.
The touchdown run, and you see him break it. What's your reaction? What do? Do you just kind of start laughing a little bit and saying, yeah, they're not getting him?
Yeah, I mean, I've just seen it too many times. I mean, that's he's got all the. I referenced him as a war daddy earlier. I mean, but the guy's, he's a Ferrari. He's everything. I mean, just the ability to be able to be physical enough inside the tackles, but then also to get on the perimeter and take it the distance like that. I mean, that just doesn't come along very often. And anybody that's around the game sees how he approaches it. You appreciate that. And so he's done that quite often here. I think of the screen pass, there's been some of these runs. And so, I mean, that really puts a damper on the defense when he can get out on the edge and you can block it up and he creates those type of runs.
Jason, that war daddy term, I remember Mincy used that to describe you last year. Does that mean something special in this locker room?
Well, I just think it's just, I'm just referencing how he approaches it. I think he, the way he runs, his style, I mean, he's physical. He's downhill. He can get all those runs. Coach Garrett talks about those dirty runs. He certainly gets the dirty runs, but he also has that ability to get on the edge. And so both in the run and pass game. And that's a rare trait. And to see him approaching the game the way he is right now in practices, I'm proud to have him as a teammate.
What happened there when the defense just clamped down? Y'all were giving up yardage and points, and then
Well, we weren't playing our style of defense that Coach Mandel appreciates every day. They came down. They're a great offense. Like I said, they're a great team, playoff type team. The quarterback is playing outstanding. So, once you go out there and you're moving slow, as we was the first couple quarters, a great team like that can come down and drive the way they did.
Heard Sean Lee said some things to you guys on the sideline. What was his message after you guys have been kind of
Generally, always tell us to give us the truth. He said we was moving slow, we weren't playing our type of ball. And we love Sean. He's a captain of ours. He knows football, and we believe in him. And, we had to just go out here and play ball for one another and just take it one play at a time. I think we was thinking too far ahead, and, but it played dividends, and I'm glad to get a W.
Who came up with General?
General, I don't know. That's a good question. But like I say,
about 150 years.
He's General for real, man. He's a great job. I love playing beside him.
What changed for this team in the second half when you guys outscored 21-0 and you see Dez with that trick play there and just everything kind of came together for you guys?
Yeah, we feed off each other. Like I said, we do a great job of feeding off each other. Our defense took it one play at a time. We had to slow down and understand what we had at stake. We just want to go out here and play and win every chance we get.
When Brown went out, did anything change for you in particular? I saw you kind of a high safety spot after that point, as Byron was moving around, or was that kind of the plan all along?
Well, our defense, the next man have to always be up. Yeah. So Byron moved the nickel, and I had to go in and take his spot at deep safety. So, it played dividends. We practiced it every day in at practice, and it paid off.
Obviously, you won it for the team, but how good does it feel just for yourself to get that interception?
It feels good, man. Like I say, I've been down these last 3 weeks. It's been hard on me, and I just been working my tail off to get back, and it's feel good.
Was it fun to unleash it all in a real live game?
Yeah, it was fun just to get out there with my teammates out in practice, and obviously it was fun getting out here and playing in the stadium, things like that. But just being able to join in on this run, it's real special for me, and I hope I can continue that. And, hopefully I can make some plays too.
How much of a special burst do you think you can give this group that could sure use a healthy body and fresh legs?
I don't know. It's really hard to know what to expect. Being out for so long, and especially since last year. Really, it's been about a year since I've really been on the field. So don't really know what to expect. But I'm gonna go out there and do everything I can and try to make plays for the team.
When you break through the second level, we say it all the time. We think great job moving the ball through the air. Doesn't really yards weren't that crazy, but we had a lot of pass interferences downfield that don't show. And I think we were rolling today.
How fun is a play like Dez to Witten there to watch and to be a part of?
It's always fun to see us do a little bit something different. And it was a great play drawn up by Coach Linehan and a great throw by Dez and a great catch by Witt.
Do you wish you would have played the whole game?
I always want to be out there, but I know there's a bigger purpose. There's a bigger purpose for this season. I think we could be special, and so you don't want to risk anything, especially this weekend. You see a lot of big injuries to guys that are very important to their team. So, that's really not my call to make, but, I'm going to trust my coaching staff.
Do you feel like you did everything you wanted to do given your limited time?
I think I had a great game. I think I had like 12 carries, 80 yards. That's a pretty efficient night. So, I think we did a good job taking a step forward as an offense tonight. That's all that matters.
Why did you do the touchdown celebration with a combination of all the wide receivers?
Oh, man, just to show, kind of some unity in this team. I missed Duffel's celebration. I kind of forgot one in the heat of the moment. But just to show the unity of this team and how close we are. We go out there and whenever we we're playing not only for ourselves, but we're playing for each other.
Did Dez say anything to you after you threw up the X?
No.
What's it like on the sidelines, though? You guys are playing like you are on both sides of the ball, and you doubled up something 42-21. What's it like on the sidelines when that's going on?
It's great. We got a lot of confidence in this locker room, and we're real banged up right now. Just to see us go out there and get a win like this against such a great Detroit team. They're a great team. They're a great ball club, and we played really well tonight. So just to see us being banged up down the stretch and still pulling through, with a lot of guys hurt, it means a lot.
What was the message from Garrett, the rest of the coaching staff, even though you guys don't have anything to play for as far as you've clinched everything you need to clinch, still the way you played, is that something instilled by the coaching staff this week?
I think it's just the mentality of this team. It's the mentality of the guys we have in this locker room. And, that's why we're a special team. We're special because of the guys we have here, the leadership, the care that we have for each other. So, we all want to go out there and win ball games every week. We don't care if we have the playoff spot clinched. We don't care if we have home field advantage clinched. We want to go out there and win ball games.
On the play where Ashawn Robinson picked you up, did you think that was going to be a penalty? And just what were your thoughts on him doing stuff like that?
He was being dirty all game, honestly. I think it's just a little bit salty from that Sugar Bowl win we got against him in New Orleans 2 years ago. But, it's whatever. Let him do what he wants to do.
I thought we did a good job maintaining our balance throughout the game on offense. For us, it starts with controlling the line of scrimmage and running the football and everything we got off of that, the play action game, the movement game, and also just the drop back game. And we didn't throw the ball that much in the game, but we were productive throwing it. Thought the guys did a really good job up front, quieting that defensive front down, and we're able to sustain drives and also make some big plays, both running and passing the football. Defensively, didn't look like ourselves at the outset of the ball game, but again, as the game wore on, did a better job slowing down the run, putting pressure on the quarterback, did a good job getting off the field on third down as the game wore on and not allowing them to sustain drives. So as the game wore on, the defensive performance looked a lot more like we've been playing for most of the year. The biggest thing when you talk about that is the focus you have during the week of preparation. And the focus and the edge that we had throughout our practice week was really, really important. That's what allows you to play at a high level. And the guys came back to work after last week's game, and whatever potential distractions there were, guys were focused on what we needed to do each and every day to prepare and play the right way. And again, I thought our guys did a good job responding as this game wore on, particularly on the defensive side of the ball. Yeah, there's just one way to play. There's one way to practice, and there's one way to play. And you can't put different meaning on different competition. Like all of a sudden this is less important than that. That's not how we operate. And what we try to do each day is come in and be the best we can be. Best players, coaches, and football team that we can be in our preparation leading up to the ball game. You get 16 games over the course of a season. It's 3 hours each weekend to show people who you are. And that's what we try to do, be the best versions of ourselves. Tonight was not perfect by any means, but there was a lot of good competitive spirit, good fight that I think will serve us well going forward. Doc was going to play this game. We gave Darren McFadden more opportunities at the halfback position. We gave some of the receivers a chance. Tyron Smith was already out in the game, so Emmett Cleary was playing. One of the things you have to be mindful of when people talk about playing different guys, you don't have that many guys on your roster. So for the most part, you have 7 offensive linemen going into a game. The guys are going to play. And at certain positions, you can look at it and say, should we give this guy a chance or that guy a chance? Well, nobody catches more balls than Des Bryant on the practice field before the game. He sets all-time records on a daily and weekly basis. And he's the guy that throws them back to the guy who's throwing it to him. So he's always tried to impress us with his throwing ability. And he can throw the football. And he's an outstanding athlete. And I thought Scott Linehan did a great job throughout this ball game, mixing the run and the pass, controlling the line of scrimmage with the run, but at different times giving our players opportunities to make big plays, and that was one of them. I think the biggest thing is just his understanding of what we're trying to do, what the defenses are trying to do to him, and his decision-making. He's going the right place for the most part. And I think he has a good, clean understanding of progressions and where he wants to go with the football, and I think the accuracy follows from that. Oh, we can get better, absolutely. Our whole football team can get better, must get better. It really doesn't matter where we play, home, on the road, moon, or parking lot is the expression that we use. But there's no question about it. We believe we have the best stadium in the world. We have the best fan base in the world, and we love playing here. And, one of the things that's important for us to do as players and coaches and a football team is to give them a product to cheer for and get behind us. And our fans have made a huge difference to us all year long. And I say that so genuinely and so sincerely. When a quarterback in the NFL goes to the line of scrimmage on third down and he can't communicate to the guys in front of him, to the guys outside, that makes it's a competitive advantage for us. We've had that all year long. The fans were great again tonight. And again, we're trying to give them a reason to cheer. They've done a fantastic job for us.
Yeah, we can get a lot better. We have high standards for ourselves, high expectations. We want to score on every single drive. We feel like we have the ability to do that. So
we've got to quit making pre-snap errors for one and getting penalties on that. And just got to play cleaner game. Guys doing what they've been doing for their time in this career, making plays, beating their guys man-to-man or one-on-ones and getting the job done. And they did a great job tonight. Everybody did. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just when I go through my reads. I don't try to pinpoint one guy, get him more catches more so than the other. And just allow the play to develop, take what the defense gives me. They get one-on-one and then take my chances like that. So for the most part, just let the offense flow. Play calling's been great. Offensive line is protected, allowed me to get a chance to get the ball to those guys who get open against one-on-one coverages. Then it's preparation. It's all week long of practicing, studying hard, being precise throughout the week, and it pays off on Sundays. It was simple for me. Just get Des the ball, and it was beautiful. The defense reacted, and Des made a great throw. I mean, we're just getting back comfortable. I think we're doing things we were doing earlier in the year, of just getting going early, not making too many mistakes. We've got to get better with the penalties, but for the most part, offensive line's doing a great job of giving me time, and guys are getting open. If you're a competitor, you want to win, and that's enough to play for. Simple as that. I know that's how I am, and I believe that's how everybody else is in that locker room. Coaches, players, and staff. We want to win. Definitely don't think you're going in there and it's a cupcake game or it's whatever. You don't care. And it's the same way it goes next week. We want to win every game that we play. Part of this team that we've done all year long. We had it tonight. I think defense played an amazing game. It was tough in the first half for them. I mean, but we finished. We made it 0-0 going in the half. They came back out the second half and they pitched a shutout. And allow us to take a big lead. Defense did a great job. I mean, everybody wants everyone to succeed. Everybody wants to see everyone make that play. And everybody wants to see everyone just do well. And it's fun. It's the type of guys we are, the type of guys we are off the field with each other. That allows us when we come on the field, we just all feed off of each other. We just react. We're just out there playing and having a good time and not thinking too much about the in-depths of the game or the situation or whatever. And we're just all out there just being ourselves, and it's coming together. I mean, that's tough. I mean, I've been on some good teams. I mean, high school, you're playing with the guys you've been with since you're 8 years old. But there's just something about this team. Obviously, the talent level is just off the charts. But then when you can put the talent and the personalities together and just make it click, I think that's when you have something special. And I feel that with this team. Yeah, 100%. I mean, the coaches play just as part as the players do, and we believing in them believing in us, them believing in each other. Coaches play a great role in this, and the staff. I mean, everybody that we come in contact with definitely does. Even Clarence and some of these guys.